Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, October 18th, 2021. And we begin with Wally the Wayward Walrus back where he belongs. Our listeners will remember his story. He's the 2,000-pound Arctic dweller who experts believe fell asleep on an ice float only to wake up off the coast of Ireland last March. At first, he was a bit of a celebrity, but the shine wore off when he caused thousands of dollars in damage trying to climb aboard yachts and fishing boats. Locals soon wanted him gone, but moving a ton of blubber is no easy feat. Wally stayed until he was good and ready to go, and that apparently happened in September. According to the Wall Street Journal, he's just been spotted in a harbor in Iceland, with markings on his flippers confirming it's the very same Wally. Wildlife groups keeping tabs on him expect him to rejoin other walruses in Greenland or Norway. The 42nd President of the United States is out of the hospital. Former Commander-in-Chief Bill Clinton was released from a facility in Southern California yesterday after spending nearly a week there to treat an infection unrelated to COVID. He's receiving antibiotics and will finish his recovery back home in Chappaqua, New York. Mr. Clinton is 75. NASA's latest mission launched this weekend with a bow to the Beatles. The Lucy spacecraft shot skyward on Saturday, kicking off a 12-year mission to explore 8 space rocks the agency knows are out there but hasn't yet photographed. The unmanned probe is named after the 3.2-million-year-old human skeleton found in Ethiopia. That discovery got its name from the 1967 Beatles song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, which led NASA to pack Lucy with the band's lyrics, as well as a disc made of lab-grown diamonds for one of its science instruments. The destination is Jupiter's Trojan asteroid swarms, which orbit the Sun in 2 groups. According to CNN, Lucy is the first spacecraft designed to visit and take high-resolution pictures of these asteroids, which are galactic leftovers from the earliest days of our solar system. It works! The gadget designed to clean up the Pacific wrapped up its last round of testing by hauling nearly 20,000 pounds of garbage and microplastics from the surface of the deep blue sea. Jenny, as it's called, is essentially a large U-shaped net strung between 2 slow-moving boats that crews reel in and empty onto a boat. The accumulated trash is then brought ashore for recycling. Now that the cleanup device is a confirmed success, founder Boyan Slat thinks an upscale version could really make a dent in one of the largest floating collections of junk in the world. It sits between Hawaii and California and is known as the Great Garbage Patch. Much of it, water bottles, styrofoam, shoes, and old fishing nets, all of it dangerous to marine life. In 2018, research estimated that there are at least 79,000 tons of plastic inside that one area. In other Kid News notes, the United States is ready to roll out the welcome mat to international travelers who've rolled up their sleeves. The White House has announced that Monday, November 8th, will be the country's official reopening date for anyone around the globe who is fully vaccinated. Shots or not, everyone will still have to test negative for COVID-19 within 3 days of their flight to the U.S. And a legendary singer probably known to you for his duets with Lady Gaga just scored another Guinness Book record. Tony Bennett is now the oldest artist to release an album of new material. He and Gaga worked on Love for Sale and went public with it on October 1st when he was 95 years and 60 days young. Mr. Bennett also has 4 other Guinness records to his name. That's it for Kid News. Now, today's Kid News quiz. Wally the Wayward Walrus was last spotted in what country? Iceland. Which former U.S. president was hospitalized with an infection? Bill Clinton. NASA's Lucy spacecraft will explore what? Eight asteroids near Jupiter. How much trash is in the Great Garbage Patch? About 79,000 tons, much of it plastic. In today's Kid News Kicker, the nation's newest kids mullet champ has both style and a heart of gold. 11-year-old Alan Baltz of Arkansas won the title after his long locks reined in 25,000 votes. He could spend the winnings on himself, but instead he's using it to help other kids in foster care. Alan's business in the front, party in the back do started as a way for his family to make lockdown memories. But Alan grew attached to it. He agreed to enter the competition only if he could donate any prize money to help the foster system. So that's precisely where all $2,500 will go. The mullet champ told his local news channel, "I know I'm one of the really lucky ones because I have a great mom and dad who adopted me, and I really want to be able to help other kids who are looking for forever homes." Before we go, it's time to shout out our teachers, including Mrs. Andrus at Salem and Chesterfield, Virginia, Miss Sutphin at Springfield Elementary in Fort Mill, South Carolina. To Ontario, Canada, from Mrs. Hudacek from Hillcrest Elementary in London and Mr. Fuss at Russell Reed in Brentford. Also in Canada, Mr. Doyle at Clear Vista at Wetaskiwin, Alberta, and Miss Luchowski from Thornell Road in Pittsford, New York. Thanks for listening. Please rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.